Sir, Pranav.
Who are you?
I am the new person here, and I don't want to say about myself. And as if I said, I am his best student. And
Who was happy because of your night's insistence? I'm pretty sure your sir is not happy with you. Because the world is not happy with such a psychologist. Okay, we'll come to that. Yeah, your parents. Who are you?
I'm actually a pastor and assistant of group and
Your profession?
so I'm not
You're only studying now?
yeah.
Who are you?
I have this particular and who I serve and my parents.
Okay. Who are you?
Well, my calling is being a lawyer, and what I do is I put bad people away. People who don't deserve to be, people who deserve to rot in a cell for the rest of their lives, murderers, drug abusers, and so on.
Do you realize that there are some occasions where people were really unhappy with your decisions as a lawyer?
Of course, because this job, what we have to do is we are basically deciding people's lives. And what are the fact, Dhruv there knows about it. In every there are two sides to every story, and sometimes the perpetrator of the crime might have a valid story, but in the eyes of law and in the eyes of justice, they deserve to be punished. And I can say for a fact that I have made more people happy than I have made more people sad.
Well, I can't agree more. Yes, you did. I'm ready for you.
I'm published enough lately and I made lots of people happy. They are happy because they read all my books.
By making them read your books. Okay, fair enough. Who are you?
I'm a medical sister and my name is Nidhi and I'm a patient woman.
Who are all happy because of you? Yes, for taking your life. Because you are the most tastiest and you are looking like a pinky lollipop, that's not. Will you calm your senses? This is a church. No other events can come here. Yeah. You're a coffee lover, aren't you?
Yeah, I like coffee.
So, who are you? Sorry?
We also like coffee.
Yeah, I like coffee.
So I am Dhruv, one of the best lawyers the country has ever produced, and the Indian law runs in my blood.
I was given the information that you are just the follower of Chodam there, and you are
Let him think that he is one of the best lawyers. Let him think that.
I am.
Yeah, sure.
You are just an apprentice of Chodam, right? Then what makes you call that you are the world's best lawyer?
I'm one of the. My aspiration to become one.
You had a very good civil case to deal with. You had mentioned. And who are you making happy?
Basically, my clients.
There is.
Whoever supplies him coffee, they will be very happy.
No, actually, I stated a reject people whom I don't feel comfortable with, whom I feel that they have committed something wrong. So I stated a reject those people, and I only speak in favor of people who deserve justice. And evil people must be banished. So if I make evil people sad, then
why did you go to the mansion and banish Devanti Johnson, who is the biggest evil that the world has ever seen? Yeah, you ended up having multiple cups of coffee over there, and other than that, you did nothing over there. I forget it, my dear child. You are also much happy. Who are you?
I'm Dr. Vaji and my name is Prabhavan. My passion is to make scientific devices and to
Good.
I am Harshavardhan, bank manager, and I am making happy with my client, and I am giving loans.
My name is Sudhir sir, and I am practicing psychology. I'm a people problem psychologist, and I make my students happy as well as my clients satisfied with life, and I just make sure that they are going in a good
The telepathical message says that you offered a little bit of a bribe even to the bus driver to call you the world's best psychologist. It happened yesterday night. It's a rumor. Okay, my dear child, sub-priest, now having listened to all their commitments, you can straight away give me 4 choices of the people who would be sacrificing themselves in the Cliff Mansion so that they can take Peter Robinson out and they can put Demonte Johnson on a halt for a shorter period of time.
First of all the newcomers will be spared. And I have 3 choices, sir,
Okay.
instead of 4.
Father, you call me
First,
father.
I'd say,
Hey Kiran, you call me father.
okay, sir. It feels so wrong when Mitra's around, sir.
That's all. Right, so you continue.
Okay, fine. So first, I think Livy, because she brought some people against their will here, and I think she should be severely punished for that.
Okay,
Second is the lawyer.
right.
He has brought death among some people being a lawyer, and so I choose the lawyer. And then the psychologist. He's always taking everything for a joke.
Okay.
Don't know.
Right, so the lawyer, the psychologist, and the author.
Father, I'm ready to sacrifice my life.
Is there any possibility that the people who didn't mention can volunteer to sacrifice?
My sub-priest's choice is final.
I'm ready to sacrifice my life, Father.
We will discuss about how to sacrifice, that is for you to decide. But you're all my children, and I will make sure I will pray out here on a parallel basis. Whenever your soul is sacrificed in your house, your soul will reach straight to heaven. So leave that to my responsibility. But the point is, the person who is sacrificing his or her life will have to see Demonte Johnson eye to eye. You should at least listen to his voice, or you should have an encounter with him. Because Demonte Johnson has to approve his soul. You might be saying that I am willing, you might be saying that I am willing, he might also say that I am willing, but Demonte Johnson likes a person to sacrifice. So maybe even my sub-priest decision will also be breached by Demonte Johnson. Who knows, Demonte Johnson might ask her. He might ask him. He might ask him. But there is a way. If you are saying very clearly, talking to him on a proper basis, that by sacrificing your soul, his hankered thing for several years will be satisfied. Demonte Johnson has got only one thing. His wife has been betraying him, and he always hates girls. So if a girl sacrifices, he's not going to bother. But if a guy sacrifices, I think he's going to love. Which brings me to the psychologist and the lawyer.
But Father, they have done some good deeds. Being a psychologist, he must have trained and counseled anyone. And being a lawyer, he has got the right choice of making
Lawyer, psychologist and publisher, I mean the book author, you 3 people are the most favorites of Peter Robinson and the most hated people of Demonte Johnson. And you please understand that there is a ratio that is going between Peter Robinson and Demonte Johnson. Peter Robinson is now smudged. There is a limit that he cannot come above. Demonte Johnson has put him. So Peter Robinson will not be able to come and rescue. So you have to face it.
I have a doubt. So is there any possibility that each and every one of us returns unharmed and at the same time Demonte is also destroyed?
It's not that simple, my dear boy. It's not that simple. First of all, we don't have an exorcist. Who will do that? You speak. I'm not an exorcist. I'm just a priest. All I can give is only idea. But whenever you see a person that is coming from the kingdom of Demonte Johnson, you say this statement, just like last time I'm going to give another statement. I promise on my spine that I can withstand you. This is a statement. I promise on my spine that I can withstand you. This is what is the statement that you should say even in your real life. When you're afraid of darkness, when you're afraid of examinations, when you're afraid of new things, when you're afraid of new people, when you're afraid of animals, domestic or wild. You have to say these three statements. So 2 statements you already know. What was the first statement? Fight against my fright. Second one is
Mine is my right.
The third statement I'm adding this time, it is going to be even more powerful. That is, I promise on my spine that I can withstand you, or I can withstand it. Every time a fear comes in front of you, say this, you will see the fear vanishing. Take it from me, this will work. And that's how my sub-priest got wisdom, and that's how she started working in the church. And human chain is very important. Each of you will have to entangle your elbows. Because when your elbows are entangled, it is not like having a human chain and holding each other's hand. No. When your elbows are entangled, your arm and your chest muscle, the entire blood circulation is completely put up. For example, if I have 6 liters of blood in my body, and when I am holding somebody's hand, scientifically speaking, the blood enzymes are multiplied, but not to the level of entangling the elbows. When I entangle the elbow with a person like Drew, so my 6 liters and his 6 liters, 12. And when all of us are entangling together, for a soul like Demandy Johnson, it will appear as one particular person with so much of blood, and he will think that it is a monster. But if you are segregating as single person, then you are going to be a tiny piece of Adam for him, and he will blow you up. So follow these practices, and hope Jesus Christ be with you. And I hope that your parents are seeing you alive back home. Except one person. And sub-priest, I want you to be along with them on a teleportal basis and take care of the other people who are also in the teleportal. You are the responsible person for taking care of them. You understand that?
Yes, Father.
Well, if there are no questions, I'll put up a mission into your hand of facing dimensions.
You can do it.
You can do it. Yeah. You will do it.
God doesn't mention them.
You kill it.
Thank you,
You
Father.
destroy it.
Father, may we both speak with you alone.
Sure?
Can you guys give us some time, please?
Now we will go. Okay, so you record it. ஒன்றும் இல்லை இவங்க ஓரம் பண்ணிக்கிட்டு நம்ம ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணோம். எங்க 3 பேர் மட்டும் ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ற மாதிரி யாரோ ஒரு கேமரா நீங்க
Mitrani.
Well, it was in the church. I did not have the mask on, but now outside the church. Here's my reverse. Okay.
What if I
No, you're not doing anything. Amen.
It is basically the consensus of both of you. In my opinion, both of you must be spared. If there is a chance in the universe, I would definitely safeguard both of you. Both are from very noble profession. He is a lawyer and you are a psychologist and you are treating many people. But if you would like to keep all these people, the people who are back in the church, if you would like to keep those people alive, you got to do something. The world needs you. Innocents need him. Criminals need him to be punished. Innocents need him to be spared. But there is a dichotomous situation in case of children's case. But in your case, there is no dichotomy. You have been, but it is just an ordinary priest's opinion. Tonight is going to be very dangerous for Demandy Johnson himself is going to come because tomorrow night is a sacrifice night and tonight he is going to come to the mansion to see if the proceedings are right. Who knows, he might be sent out of the hall because of the bloodbath washing of the hall. Did anybody say that? Yeah. That is for children. Please understand that is for children. The entire bloodbath wash that is happening in the hall is for children. He made justice, you know, I know, but Demandy Johnson does not know that. If you are putting
And
him
you also argue, right? You saved a lot of people. You know, you stop people who are feeling suicidal from going forward with their plan.
he's not going to surrender his head immediately to Demandy Johnson. He will fight. He will go down fighting only. Last time it was Peter Robinson. But you know what? Peter Robinson will put his best to safeguard him as well. But I don't think people are listening to you.
You need chance to come out of the color.
Chance is there. Chance is there. If you people are entangling and you're strategizing something, and if you're fighting against Timothy Johnson, you both put a spear into his back last time. You know. So did he spare both of you? The first spear holding hands was yours. The second was his. So do you think he will spare both of you? You did not think about the consequences. You put the spear exactly on his spine. The word spine is very important. The more you use the word spine, Dimanti is going to rattle. Because he was hurt by spine by two people. One person's name was Chodan, another person's name was Rudra. Think about it. God will.
So when we don't listen to him, what do you do? All of them are not sacrificed that we are thinking, but demanding on to sacrifice.
We will fight against you.
Yeah, we will fight and have a character. But finally, if there is a situation that anyone of us should sacrifice, I am ready to sacrifice. And my
No,
work
you heard the priest. You heard. Any one of you four, you five are safe.
Even everyone is ready.
Consider that to be you are lucky.
We all face the struggle.
But
See,
demanding
Come on, if you die, if you kill yourselves, that will be in vain. There's not going to be any use in it. 6, starting. What's the time? 6:30? 7?
Demanding wants only him, not anyone else. Please understand.
It was my plan last time, remember? I found the spear.
Even I am ready.
Right now I'm holding the same goddamn spear.
But why the sub-priest said my name there if there is no use of killing girls?
Because we three were there last time.
Yeah,
That makes you more of an ideal candidate than them. That does not make you the ideal candidate. There's a difference between being better and being the best. What I mean, this is not a good thing.
You made everyone motivated by the books. How come you just imagine like demanding see and he's coming?
No, I
But
went
I
about.
also have made some sins right.
Nothing here makes sense. You know? Because these don't even know what they probably don't even understand what they're talking about. That's why they're all so silent. Do you guys have anything to say? See? Hey, what about you guys, huh? You want something to say? Some touching messages we want to hear? Or that
Very soon.
believe in the power of the good. That thing?
It's nice.
Every demon he started his work.
He's coming.
So then, what's your plan? Are you going to die?
Fight against him, that's the only plan.
The idea is not to sacrifice anyone from our team and our friends.
This side. Do you remember that verse?
7. 7.
But you understand?
Dad, what happened? That is too dark.
That is dark.
Definitely, you're right. Isn't there any other way out?
The only way is sacrificing.
Someone having touch.
Don't talk about that. We have another day. Fight against him.
You know what? I want you to be to sit straight for me. I want to look in your eyes. Go there. Stand up. Stand up. Go to the okay. You know, I want you to look me in my eyes and tell me that you want that. Tell me that you want that. Do you want it?
Yes.
Are you sure? She's your friend. She's your friend. Your publisher.
Just by listening to a priest
What's the plan?
and listening to his stupid words, you think you are going to escape. You say that Peter Robinson is being burned into ashes and he is in the trench into pieces. This is not your family room to have the discussion. And this is not your peaceful place to discuss something and get out. Say goodbye to each other. I'm not looking for one soul, understand that. I'm looking for 15 different souls.
Are you sure?
starts with the bloody person who speaks in favor of someone, who speaks unfavor of someone in his profession. I want that guy. Just like I was having the enjoyment of breaking Peter Robinson into pieces and getting slowly into your nerves. I sent my disciples.
Change.
You disrespected that.
You change. Fast.
You were the
Strategies are not going to work.
You know what? Spine.
Spine, don't spell that word spine.
Spine.
No, stop.
right where I.
Stop.
I dug that tree. That's spear.
I said stop.
Spear. On your spine. Just say those words.
Spine.
I'm trying to my spine.
I'm sending you a scapegoat. If you're not stopping to say the word, I'm sending you a
Spine is
scapegoat.
your fear.
What will you do? Remember spine?
I will hit on the place where it hurts most. I'm sending you a scapegoat now.
Spine.
You want to see? You want to see the scapegoat?
No, we are not separated. Understand?
Please repeat after me.
You
I
want
promise on
this?
my spine
I promise on my spine
that I will withstand you.
that I will withstand you.
You hear that? You will
You hear it?
Okay. Again. I promise on my spine
I promise on my spine
that I will withstand you.
that I will withstand you.
Fight
Fight
against pride.
against pride.
Might is my right.
This is my right.
No.
No.
This is
Might
no. This is not going
is
to
our
work.
right.
This is not going to work.
It is working, you goddamn idiot.
Peter Robinson reporting, man. Peter Robinson.
Peter.
Silence.
This is not going to work. Show him he wants it. I'm putting my best to help. I'm putting my best.
Do you see the scapegoat? Do you see the scapegoat? Now, repeat those goddamn statements if you can. Repeat now, my dear children. Peter Robinson's noble butt.
Whom do you want?
I want you.
You in sense.
I want that girl in the northern corner. I want that girl in the western corner. I want that guy in the eastern corner. I want everybody.
Do you want them or the guy who killed you? I'm sorry, we couldn't actually kill you. You were actually dead. So, do you want